live on YouTube. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me see if I'm gonna get on one more platform. I may do Facebook too. Make sure my volume is turned all the way up. Can you all hear me okay? Make sure my volume is all the way up. All right. Let's roll in the deep. Okay. So, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. I may pull these braids back because I don't want to have to keep dealing with them. Time up a little bit. All right. So thank you. You say I'll always look at you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I swear I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all that do look for me. This is tax deadline week, so it's a lot. It is a lot going on this week. So as much as I try to get on here on a regular basis, it'd be hard sometimes. But after this next week, once we're done with tax deadline at the end of the month, I'll be able to kind of have more of like a real schedule where I can get on at a specific date and time, a specific time every day. That's the plan. We'll see. That's always the plan. It doesn't always happen that way. But for those of you that are joining, thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate you being here. If you are new to my page, if you are new to my channel, my feed, my name is Patrice L. Stewart. I am the realist tax and business strategist that you will know. And I like to get on here and I like to educate you all about an array of topics. Pretty much a lot is going on. I have experience in the tax and business consulting industry. So those are my main two businesses that I focus on. I have a company called TaxCred Academy where I prepare personal as well as corporate taxes. And then we also do business coaching and business consulting. And then I also have a couple of other business ventures that I do, but my main one that I'm more involved in now more recently is the box trucking industry, right? So many of you have recently joined me from seeing that video that I put out about how you could start your own box trucking company. So we'll also talk about that a little bit later on. But I wanted to first go over with you all a couple of these topics as far as about the taxes, okay? A lot of people have been inboxing me and sending emails to us about this IRS ruling of the government pretty much wanting your banking institutions to start reporting transactions that are more than $600, okay? That is true. I just want to say that a lot of people are saying that it's not true. It is actually true. It is actually have already kind of been implemented, right? So what it is they want the banks to start reporting any income that you receive from Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo. All right. And let me rephrase that. I don't want to say any income because it's not income. When in the actual law and legislation, it states that it's for transactions that are used to sell goods or services. Okay. So that is the stipulation line. A lot of people keep saying like, well, how are they going to be able to tell what's personal, what's business? All right. And this is part of why I'm on here tonight to kind of talk to you, because you need to know how to move forward and how you need to be labeling these transactions that you're using, and also what kind of bank account are you utilizing. All right. So yes, it is true. that they do want to start monitoring your bank accounts. Normally in the past, if you were a independent contractor, right? You work for someone, whether it was Uber, Lyft, something like that, then the stipulation was if you made over $600, then those companies would need to issue you a 1099, right? Before this year, 2021, last year, you all are used to receiving a 1099 miscellaneous, right? That is what you would get before. This year, 2021, they changed that form where you're no longer filing a 1099 miscellaneous if you are an independent contractor. If you are an independent contractor, now you receive a 1099 NEC, which is non-employee compensation. Okay. So it's three different forms. You got a 1099 miscellaneous, you have a 1099 NEC, you have a 1099K. You also have 1099Rs. You have a few different versions of 1099s, right? But the majority of you all that are independent contractors, you all are going to be getting paperwork on a 1099 NEC. That is the newest form that you all have started to receive this year. They started that January 1st, 2021. They changed it from miscellaneous to NEC. Okay. Now, if you're using the miscellaneous form, that's for you actually paying businesses. It's different now. If you were an independent contractor, you work for a company, they didn't have taxes taken out, right? I mean, that's usually when you're an independent contractor, you just get paid in cash or you get paid flat out without being without having taxes taken out, right? And when I'm saying taxes, I'm talking about the regular like W-2 taxes. You don't have Social Security taken out. You don't have state taken out. You don't have federal taxes taken out. You don't have FICA or Medicare to pay into Social Security system. All right. So if you don't have any of those things taken out of your check and you get a flat dollar amount, right? If you get $1,000 check with no taxes taken out, more than likely you are a 1099. Considered an independent contractor. So the tax form that income is reported on is a 1099 NEC. All right. That's the newest form that you all got this year. So before, with some companies, right, like with Uber, Lyft, they were not sending you all 1099s until you made about $20,000 in income. Same way with PayPal. PayPal would not issue you a 1099K statement normally before unless you did about $20,000 in transactions. Well, your government has said no. Once they reach $600, we need that income reported. So that is going to be a huge difference for many of you who are used to not being able to report that income or not having to report that income, from going from $20,000 worth of income to now you're going down to $600 that's going to be reported. So you need to be prepared, right? One of the things that you need to do is you need to start making sure that when and if you are going to remain on these platforms and taking those payments, then what you need to actually do is you have to have your paperwork in order. All right. And so part of having your paperwork in order is you have to list these transactions properly. Okay. So when, let's say if you all are using Cash App. Now, anybody that's on here that's a business owner, you know I'm completely against you using Cash App. So hopefully this will be a way to help you get your stuff together and get in line. All right. Because as I've talked to you all several times before, as a business owner, you should not be accepting Cash App. Cash App is a peer-to-peer platform, right? So that platform is made for you technically to send funds to your friends and family, not somebody that you should be buying clothes from, that you're doing purchases from, services from, whatever. If you are doing that, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put in the memo exactly what it is for. If you don't want to be taxed on that over $600, if it's a gift, right, you need to state that. Some of you all just send people money, because this is the difference. Cash App does not have it where you could say this is a business account or this is a personal account. That's the difference as well. So when you're dealing with companies and they only have an option for you to have a personal account, then they are not focused on business. Okay. So like I said, Cash App is really not for you business owners. Cash App is for peer-to-peer transactions. All right. Cash App also does not stipulate if you have a business. So you can't necessarily have a business account. Unlike PayPal, you can have a personal PayPal account or you can have a business PayPal account. What I would suggest to those of you who are using PayPal, that you upgrade your personal account to a business level account, or separate it, create a whole nother account under the business side. So that way too, any transactions that you are receiving for business should go to your business PayPal. Any transactions that you are doing personally and sending to friends and family should go to your personal PayPal account. All right. This is what you all have to learn as being a business owner. Just because you are a business owner does not mean that you can mix and match all of your income together. And that is what a lot of you all are doing. And so that is another reason why they are trying to start monitoring this, because from what they're saying based on research is people are getting under the radar. People are sliding under the radar, not paying their fair share of taxes, not claiming their proper income as business owners because they are using all of these outside payment platforms, which are not properly reporting on your behalf, right? So this is what they decided to do, was ask the banks to start reporting pretty much for you. Okay. So if you don't want to tell the IRS that you have a side hustle and you're making about $15,000 to $18,000 extra a year and you're not paying taxes on it, well, they're trying to eliminate that. That's the whole reason for them to implement this, is because they want small business owners to start paying their fair share of taxes. A lot of people do not claim that income. And so this is going to be a big difference for those of you all who do business on these different platforms. Again, it's Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and what else did I say? Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I'm missing one. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. I just went over it. Y'all know my head. I'm just lost my whole train of thought. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. What I'm missing? It's 4 of them. Zelle. There we go. Thank you. Thank you all. Zelle. So another thing with Zelle. Okay. So this is the benefits. With Zelle and PayPal, you have the ability to set up a business account. And when I say with Zelle, you have the ability to set up a business checking account. Okay. If you are a sole proprietor and you are not registered and you don't have if you're not registered, when I say registered, your company is registered with the Secretary of State. You have paperwork like this, right? If you don't have this, like this is an example, this is an LLC. If you don't have paperwork for your company, all right, and you just decided to run the business under your name and everything is personally attached to you, I have to educate my business owners when they come in here for tax time. Just because you are a sole proprietor and you're not on paper, that does not mean that you do not have to have a separate business account to run your business. Okay. So many of you are using your personal checking account to still run your business and do business transactions. And that's going to get you messed up in the long run. That can get you audited. That can get you audited, because in the tax industry, that is called commingling your funds. That is one of the biggest ways that they audit business owners, and they're able to usually win. Okay, unless your bookkeeping and your records are on point, right? Many business owners lose that, because what you're doing is, in the eyes of the IRS, when you are a business, you cannot mix your business and your personal income and expenses together. Okay. So what many of you are doing is, if you are a sole proprietor and you have a, let's say you're selling cupcakes on the side, right? What you need to do is you need to actually open up a separate checking account for that business. If you don't get a business checking account, because most banks are now requiring you to have paperwork. whether they want you to be an LLC, corporation. They may want you to have an assumed name certificate, but a lot of banks now are not opening up a business checking account unless you can prove that you are in business. So if you're a sole proprietor, you don't have any paperwork normally, right? So what you can do is you can have two personal checking accounts. One personal checking account you run your regular day-to-day stuff through. The other personal checking account, that's your business checking account. So you only do your business transactions in that personal checking account. Another thing, this is how a lot of people are going to get caught up from this last year with the whole PPP loan thing, because this is another thing. A lot of banks, that's why a lot of people were getting shut down at Bank of America and Chase when those large deposits and those large loan amounts were coming into their personal checking account, because the bank is saying, hey, you have a business and this is into a personal checking account. So a lot of people funds were held during that time until they went and formally got a business, set it up on paper, had an EIN number, and came back and opened that, and showed the bank that proof. But a lot of people, especially here in Chicago, a lot of people accounts were shut down because of that, right? So I need you all to kind of get into the habit and learning and understanding business. It's so much more than you just jumping out the window and taking payments and receiving payments the easiest way. Because this is one of the biggest things that you all say is, oh, well, this is how the clients want to pay me. No. Remember, you all, you set the tone in your business. So if clients want to pay you through Cash App, okay, fine. Make them pay you and with actually using that Cash App debit card, right? Because most of the people who have Cash App can have that debit card, that little black debit card. If I do take any person's payment, I only take it by that debit card. I don't allow them to Cash App me on the app, okay? The debit card is what is your security. The debit card is what is going to be more secure for you as a business owner to accept that payment. Never accept a payment from somebody who you have never seen before, you don't know, you can't physically touch them. You all are accepting payments from people out of state, out of town, in another area. And you've heard me say this time and time again, it's not beneficial for you as the business owner, because it is a consumer account. If they decided to dispute on you, more than likely they will win and you will lose. So you have to set up, like I said, a business PayPal account, okay? Set up a business PayPal account. That's one of your best bets. Set up Stripe. Stripe is another way where you can take credit and debit cards for your business, okay? There are a few payment sites and companies, but Stripe is one of the biggest and well-known ones, okay? Also PayPal. So, because this is the other thing, with this reporting, this is going to change a lot for you all. So outside of that being reported to you, you also have to keep records. You also have to keep receipts now, if you weren't before, which you should be kind of doing anyway. But you have to keep receipts. You have to keep a record. You have to put everything in an accounting system. Square is fine. Square is fine. Square has come up. So Square is a lot better than what it used to be 10 years ago. Yeah, Square is great. Square is great too. But Square right now was not, again, the companies that they are focusing on are the ones that more of you are using on a personal platform level, which is Zelle. They know a lot of people use Zelle, okay? They know a lot of people use PayPal. They know a lot of people use Cash App and Venmo, because again, all of those platforms are really for peer-to-peer transactions. It's not really supposed to be used for business unless you have a PayPal business account, unless you have a Square business account, right? So recap again, if you're going to be utilizing these platforms, make sure that you are putting the information in the memo line, right? In the memo line, make sure that you are clear. If it's a gift, okay, if you're sending money to your mother, your kids, whatever, put that in the memo. So that way they can manage that and they can see that. So also you have proof and paperwork if and ever audited, you can show this was a this was a personal transaction, not a business transaction. Okay. It's definitely it's it's so much going on with this dang on tax stuff. I'm kind of tired of y'all dang on government, to be honest. Which is why I told y'all I'm tired of this. I'm too old for this stuff. It's too much because they every other week, every other month, they want to make changes and things like that. And I also need y'all to understand this stuff is not going to get easier. Okay. So it's just better to be safe than sorry. Have your paperwork in line, have your stuff in order, open up those separate business and checking accounts if need be. If you do not already have that, you need to separate yourself. All right. You need to separate yourself. No longer use your personal checking account for a business. That's one of the biggest ways to get you audited and where you automatically are going to owe, especially for those of you who don't keep receipts. Let me see. So a business just fell in my lap during the pandemic and has surprisingly grown in a year. Should I make it an LLC or not? Maddie Barnes, that's not a question that I can answer you today. I see you're new here. So I've said this several times before in my lives. There's more information that needs to be discussed before you all decide whether you're going to be an LLC or not. Everyone just assumes that you should be an LLC, set up an LLC, set up an LLC. Why are you setting up an LLC? You need to know and understand that. What are the benefits of an LLC? What are the tax benefits or the tax liabilities of an LLC? Okay. Yeah, I figured because I always say that on here. If you're new here, so I knew that you were new here by asking me that. So I need you guys to understand that an LLC is not an automatic for you just because you want to start a business. An LLC is one of the easiest businesses to start, but for tax purposes, it's not one of the best businesses. If you are a single member LLC, you get filed on a Schedule C form. Schedule C filers pay about 36% in taxes. Okay. Corporations right now, we're paying 21%. So I have a corporation and I have an LLC. I have three LLCs and a corporation. But I have a separate tax filing attached to both. I have an S corporation attached to my LLC, and I have an S corporation attached to my corporation. That's a whole nother other conversation. You get what I'm saying? So it's questions that need to be asked. What are your goals in your business? What are you planning on doing? Do you plan on having employees? Do you plan on being on the stock market one day? Do you want to go? All of those questions need to be talked about just before you jump into being an LLC, because majority of the people who have an LLC, you pay the most in taxes. So I didn't get in business to pay the most in taxes. So that's why I'm a tax and business strategist. I study strategies and I know the tax laws. So LLCs are not you all's best bet all the time, especially if you can't attach an SCorp to it. I do have a class, Maddie. I also have an academy called Boost Your Mindset Academy. But I have that class, SCorp versus corporation versus LLC, in my academy. That class is normally a $200 or $300 workshop, and you can get that right now in my academy. That's one of the courses that are in my academy. So when you join the academy, you have access to about 4 or 5 courses in there right now. But I always suggest to my business owners that you look into that, even if you're not taking my class, that you look at the difference between a corporation, an LLC, a non-for-profit, a partnership. Look at all of the actual entities and see what works best for you. And then learn about S Corps if you qualify, because with S corporations, you need to be making a certain amount of income before you can apply for an S corporation. So all of those factors need to be looked at before you decide on what you should be in business. But let me say that again to y'all. Everybody just jump out the window with an LLC, and majority of you all are paying the most in taxes. So I'm sorry, hold on. I'm on 3 platforms. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So I'm answering Facebook questions right now because it's not that many of them on there. Then YouTube, I'll come to you, and then TikTok. TikTok, do you guys have, because I did a live event today, I don't know if it gives me the question box. If you have the question box at the bottom, then put your question there. I don't see it like I normally do. Or else I'm gonna try to scroll up before more of you come in. Same way. Mary, with you saying the same thing, how about a general partnership? There's no way for me to be on the internet right now talking to you and just randomly say, oh, be a general partnership, oh, be a LLC. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Professionally, that doesn't make any sense because I don't know nothing about you, your business, your goals, none of that. Your tax liability, your income, all of that plays a factor, you all, on what business you're going to choose. All of it. It plays a major factor. So you need to be talking to a professional and having these kind of conversations versus just throwing random questions out to somebody on live giving you free information. You all need to take your business serious and you need to actually consult, sit down with someone like myself or someone in your state that can tell you that can sit down and talk to you about that. Because an LLC, most of y'all, half of y'all that file an LLC, it doesn't even make sense. Okay, the question box is not there. It's cool. Just put it here, then I'll scroll up. Let me go to YouTube real quick. That's the biggest thing that I want. That's the whole reason why I created Boost Your Mindset Academy, for real. It's because I really want to educate more of you on how business and taxes and money works. It's not all just go YouTube it, go Google it. It's really being serious about your business and actually writing down your goals and what you want to do and what you want to see. Because depending on all of that would determine how you set yourself up. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all need to be an LLC in the beginning until you can make that money to become an SCorp. It is what it is. But it doesn't necessarily always mean that you need to be a LLC out the gate. Some of you need to be a corporation and then go into being an SCorp. Some of you do need to be a LLC and then go into an SCorp. Some of you may need to be in a partnership. We don't do too many partnerships anymore. It's not real big. Some of you may need a non-for-profit. Some of y'all I talk to and y'all like, I want to donate and get this. Well, if you want to donate and all that, you shouldn't be no corporation or LLC. You may need a non-for-profit. If you want to go help other people, you want to do services for free, that's the NFP. That's not a corporation. Again, take your business serious and talk to a professional before you just go doing stuff. All right. Maddie, I'll put my booking link on here for you if you want to have a conversation with me. I do work with clients in all 50 states. So I'll put my booking link on here for you, and I'll put the information to the Boost Your Mindset Academy. Bam. There you go. All right, let me go to TikTok. I'm with you in one moment. YouTube is next because you guys got more comments on TikTok. Okay, I answered all of them. All right. So So Sandra, you say, what about 1099s who get paid by Zelle? That's what I'm saying, Sandra. With the new rulings, you will have to start putting in the memo, or the people who are paying you will have to start putting in the memo. And more than likely, they're not going to want to be taxed on those transactions. So they're going to put in the memo that it's for business, or, you know, whatever it is. If they're buying goods or services, they're going to start putting that in the memo. Also, I don't know when you came in when I was saying if you are accepting money by Zelle, that if you are accepting money by Zelle into a business account, then everything should match up. The biggest thing is going to be a problem for those of you who are doing everything under your personal accounts. For those of you who got business checking accounts and business accounts for your transactions, like you should be doing, if you are a business, you should have a business checking account. You should have a business PayPal account. You should have a business account with Chase and these Bank of America where you can do Zelle transactions. Okay. Some of these banks do not accept Zelle for business checking. They're just now starting to get into it, and some do. Like Chase, you could do Zelle. Like PNC, they're not doing Zelle for business right now. Who else? BMO Harris Bank, they don't do Zelle for business. So if you take Zelle, a lot of times it's going to be to a personal account. And so what's going to happen is anything that's related to goods or services, that is what is going to be calculated at that $600 level or more. So the moment you reach $600 and it's goods or services, then that's when the IRS wants the banks to report to them on that at the end of the year. Okay, Dream says, I started my business in 2019 under an LLC. I filed losses in 2019 and 2020, so it hasn't been an issue yet. How do I convert over to an SCorp, or do you start a new entity? You can attach an S corporation to an LLC or a corporation, so you don't need to start a new entity. But again, you would need to do a formal consultation to go over that, because that's not something that I could tell you today how to do it. Sandra, I just put both my links, the Boost Your Mindset Academy and my booking page, and I just pinned it to the top. So if you do want to book an appointment, then you can go ahead and do that. Maddie, it's okay. If you missed anything, you can always watch the replay on Facebook. The video will be available, as well as on YouTube. The video will be available. Okay, what did he ask me? Okay, generally speaking, how much should you be grossing for an SCorp? Pretty much you should be grossing enough where you can pay yourself a W-2. One of the biggest stipulations with an SCorp is you have to pay yourself a real W-2. So that means you have to pay yourself a salary, okay? And by the IRS stipulations, you have to pay yourself a reasonable salary. So there's no direct stipulation on what you have to pay yourself. It just says reasonable. All right. So it depends on who you go to, who you work with. Some accountants, some tax professionals, some CPAs say 30, 40, 50,000. Some say you should be making 100,000. It really just depends on you and your income. For me, is what I look at. Because if you can afford to pay yourself $500 every 2 weeks, $1,000 every 2 weeks, then it's nothing wrong with you being the S corporation. But you just have to be able to make sure that you can keep up with that, because that's one of the biggest stipulations. There's about 8 to 10 stipulations, but if you're a U.S. citizen, some other stuff, normally you qualify for all of that. The biggest stipulation is, are you making enough money in your business to pay yourself, but pay yourself a real W-2? That's going to be the biggest thing. So monetary wise, I say at minimum, you should be making like 40 grand a year within the business to where you can start paying yourself. Because again, it's a reasonable salary. They didn't say you have to pay yourself $40,000 a year. They said you have to pay yourself a reasonable salary. So a reasonable salary, if you're making 40 grand a year, a reasonable salary could be $1,000 a month. and you have that money taxed on. Pay that into Social Security, Medicare, whatever, right? But again, that's just an example. So some people need to be making 100 grand for them to do it. It's gonna depend on you and your business, because you and your business and my business is two different things. How you make money and how I make money is two different things. How often you make money, how often I make money is two different things. So again, that's why I say you guys need to be having real consultations regarding your business. Okay, TikTok, I'm sorry, I don't want to leave y'all out. So let me go through your comments now. Oh, I got stuck. No, Quet. Am I saying your name right? You do not need a new EIN number if you are switching from a sole proprietor to an LLC. That is not required. You can update that record with the IRS. Once you have switched over from the sole proprietor to the LLC, you can update that with the IRS in the EIN department, and they can update that for you. So no, you do not have to get a new EIN. Okay, right. And I also need to let you guys know too. That stipulation is they want the banks, the IRS ruling, or the ruling that they want the banks to do is, this is for business and personal accounts that they're monitoring. That's what I'm saying. So you don't have to have a business account. They're going to be monitoring your personal account as well, because that's what I'm saying. So many people who are in business are using their personal checking account. So the moment that you sell one $600 payment personally through your Zelle, that's going to be reportable. So that's why I'm saying, even on your personal side, if it's a gift, you need to make sure that you put that in the memo. Gift for mom, happy birthday, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want to be specific now in what you are doing when you're doing these transactions, because they are monitoring your personal and your business checking accounts. But the stipulation in the law says that it needs to be for goods and services transactions. So that's going to be the thing. Some of these apps don't break it down by what's goods or services. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, with PayPal, you can have a business PayPal account, or you can have a personal PayPal account. To me, that's going to be your biggest way to differentiate you being in business. Just open up a business PayPal and do all your transactions through there. So that way, if they do decide to do anything with your personal account or report the income that you got from your personal account, you could show and say, hey, this is my personal account. I was sending this money to friends and family, or receiving money from friends and family, but this is my business checking account, and this is my business account. And then they'll see all those business that are for goods or services. Because with the business account, is listed as for goods or services with PayPal. Cash App does not have that, because again, Cash App is not meant for you business owners to be doing business. So that is part of the reason why they're doing all of this. So even if you're sending money through your personal account through Zelle, that's still going to be monitored. It's just going to be monitored, and it's supposed to be reported for goods and services. So that's what we're saying. The banks are supposed to keep up with that, which is going to be a whole nother other mess, because y'all can't even get y'all child tax payments on time, messing with the bank and the IRS. And now they want everybody to start being reported on over $600. This is just crazy. That's why I'm like, Lord. They always want to push stuff out here, and then they don't even have the capacity or the capability to do this crap. Like, it's just going to be another mess, like what you all are going through to get your child tax payments. I have so many people calling about that they haven't got August or September's child tax payment. But they want to report on y'all income over $600. Say about general partnership. This will make me use more cash now because I don't want to get a 1099 or crypto. As of right now, the government is trying to get into crypto, but a lot of businesses have started taking crypto payments as well. So yeah, You got to get it together. All right, yes, just asking about the tax benefits. I received the SBA grant EIDL. Our SBA requesting the grants back. So if it was a grant, then no, you don't have to pay back grants. And then also let me stipulate that too, you all. If you all received any grant money, if you received any PPP money, if you received any loan money, you do not have to report that on your taxes. I would hate for some of you all to go this upcoming tax season and put that on your taxes as income, and then you get taxed on it. So if you didn't know, you do not have to report that PPP income. You do not have to report that EIDL income, whether it was a loan or a grant. Okay. That does not go on your tax return. I need you to know and understand that. Okay, let me finish TikTok because I wasn't on here. Okay, I answered everybody. Would I need a new one to open another business bank account? Would you need a new what? Oh, you put when. You probably meant EIN. Would I need a new EIN to open another business bank account? Not if it's not for the same business. You can have as many bank accounts as you want. I mean, for my company, I have three business accounts spread out over 3 different banks. So no, you can have as many business accounts as you want under that one company name and EIN. So if you want to open up a checking account at every bank, then yeah, go ahead. You got the right to do that. But you don't have to get a whole new EIN number just to open up a bank account. No, that's not how that works. Okay, so that was it for TikTok. Let me go back to YouTube. If I start a notary business, I should have a business account. Yes, if you have a notary business, if you are taking or collecting money from anybody in any way for services or goods, you are a business. Even if you think you side hustling, you are a business, because that's what I'm saying. That's why they doing this, because they trying to get into y'all side hustle money. For those of y'all that have been under the radar, not paying taxes, not claiming your business, but having a little hustle on the side, that's what they trying to do, is get in your pockets. Generally speaking, okay, I already answered that one. Hey, Miss Queen Adaya, thank you. Okay, the candy shop. I know what I won't need, but I don't fully understand your services or which to choose between business strategy or business consulting. So business consulting is like my basic Q&A. So like I get a lot of you all in my inbox like, hey, I got a couple of business questions I want to ask you, or I want to run this by you or whatever. So business consulting is like kind of basic random questions that you have about business. My business strategy is actually me sitting down with you and creating a strategy for you in your business. So like in your case, if you know what you want to do, but you don't know how to get there, then I will assist you with creating a strategy on how to get there. We also, if you are already in business with business strategy, we will look at your financials if you have that. So that's the difference with the strategy. With the strategy, I'm going more in depth in with you and your unique business, your goals, your plans, your vision, right? Business consulting call, that 199 call, is strictly just like you guys who got questions. It's almost like a business pick my brain session. So that's the difference between the two. And then I'll be updating my my site too with some of the services, because the academy, the Boost Your Mindset Academy, we have a I'm launching a business coaching program, group coaching program with you all through that. And we'll also be doing a business boot camp. So November 10th through the 13th, I'll be hosting a business boot camp, which is actually that Friday evening, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. So those of you who want to get in business and learn everything from A to Z, as far as how to set up, how to do your marketing, how to set up your automations, how to set up your systems, some tax write-offs and things like that. We go heavy in that business boot camp. And again, that's November 10th through the 13th. So that business boot camp is $1,500 for that weekend, but you'll walk away with everything that you need as well as systems implemented. So if you're ready, you can implement right then and there. But but yeah, other than that, then that's the biggest breakdown for the business consultant and the business strategy. BOA does. Okay. That's why I said some banks do it. A lot of banks don't. Then depending on your state, I know you all are, all over. So everybody isn't in the same states. And I know it's different rules for different states. So some banks do accept them out of our state. I know Illinois for us, we're limited with some of the banks that accept it. Where new subscriber. I just left your link check. Oh, thank you for being a new subscriber and family, the Candy Shop. We appreciate you tuning in today. Let's see. Do I got anything on Facebook? How soon do you start need? Amisha says, how soon do you need to start making money once you switch over to a corporation? You said, how soon do you need to start making money before you switch over to a corporation? Or do you mean an SCorp? Because nobody should be an SCorp if you don't know how much money you're bringing in. That's what I'm saying. And I want you all to understand this too. It's levels to it in business. You get what I'm saying? Some of y'all want to jump out the window being, somebody in business like me. Some of y'all want to compare yourselves. And I have to tell people like, yo, day one is not the same as my day 1,458 in business. You get what I'm saying? I've been in business since 2008. Some of y'all are just coming in the game. So you got to understand it's levels to it. You may not qualify to be an S corporation right away. You may have to be a corporation or LLC. You may have to pay those higher taxes until your income is there. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna and that's another reason why I say every single person is different in your business and how you are and how you run, which is why everything is not written in stone for everybody. All the rules are not the same for every business owner because we all are different. So that's the best thing that I could say. I don't know because I just kind of, if you must have came in later, Amisha, because I just kind of went over that as far as what kind of income you need to have for the S corporation. So I'm not repetitive. You can just go back and watch the replay. But I talked about that on here as far as what kind of income levels you need to make in order for you to switch over to being an S corporation. You said it says my link has been suspended. Let's see. All right, thanks for telling me that. Maybe I gave you the wrong link. I'll repost that then. Oh, it is. I'm missing some stuff. Oh, yeah, I see what I did. I shouldn't have typed it in that way. So I'm sorry. I'll re-put it in. Because I did. I put it all in one, so it's like connecting the link. So I'll re-put that up. Thank you. Drink more water. I'll remove that and then I'll recopy the link and put it up. Because I'm like, I know my link worked, baby. I don't play about that. So let me go here to book me. And then I'll repost this for you all. Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure that I come back on and repost it in the video. And then I'm also going to put it in the details too. So y'all know when I'm live, I just be moving quickly. So I'll make sure I come back and fix that and put the right information in for you. Or what you can always do is book text me. You can join my VIP text community. So this is part of my Boost Your Mindset community. I have a VIP text community. And so with that, I can kind of update you all. I can send you my link. I can send you everything. I can send you the information to classes, events, offers, anything that I'm doing. You all get it first. You all get first notification before I even come on live or Facebook. Like I just sent that information to my group, letting them know that I'll be on tonight. So you can also get in if you want to text me and not wait on me to update it. You can text me to 773-923-1763. If you are a business owner, I would prefer that you text me business or business owner or something like that. If you're not a business owner and you would just want to get on in the VIP Academy, you want to learn about finances, you want to learn about passive income, because I talk to you all about the different businesses that I do. I also talk to you all about passive income ways to make money outside of your 9 to 5. So if you are interested in that, you can type personal finance. You could type, please move. You can type personal finance or you could type business. But I try to put you all in categories so that way I kind of know what information you want to be notified on. Because some people don't want to know about business and some people only want to know about personal finances. So I try to put you all in a category. So again, the number is 773-923-1763. Not yet. So we're going to answer a few more questions and then I'm going to update you guys on what classes we have next week. Okay, TikTok, I'm back. So yes, there are grants available. EIDL was on there. They had just replenished and had another round of grant funding and opportunities. I'm not sure if that's still open for the grants. I know the grants was due to expire for a little while. Let me see if it's still on there. But there are grants. It's just you have to go through them. Like it's list on top of list on top of list. You can go to I Fund Women. That's another one. I don't know if you're a female or not that's asking about grants. But if you are a female, you can go to I Fund Women, the letter I, FUND, and then women. I Fund Women. And then they have a lot of different grants. So I know that there are some grants that just came out for the month of October. So if you go on there, they have a whole list of grants. And then they also have a list of Black lenders that are lending to Black businesses specifically. So go on that website, look around. It's a lot of information on there on I Fund Women. We will be releasing I will be releasing out a list of grants that my staff and I have put together upcoming soon. We'll probably be doing that this week, sometime this week. My whole focus right now and this week has been on tax deadline. So many of you may or may not know tax deadline is the 15th. What does that mean? Can you still file taxes after the 15th? Yes, you can. My office, we file taxes all the way up until the first week of November, but I'm not taking any more clients after the 25th. So after the 25th, if you don't have your paperwork in, we done. But we are filing, we can electronically submit your taxes up until the first week of November. If you need to still file business taxes, normally we can submit you all the way up to the first week of December, but I'm shutting down. I refuse to work all the way up until December and the middle of November. So after November, I'm shutting down for the whole season. So we will not be filing business or personal taxes after the second week of November. First week of November will be for businesses, but first week of November, we can file personal individual taxes electronically still. And then the second week of November, we'll be filing business taxes. When I say business, I'm talking about corporations, corporation, SCorp, LLCs. If you file a form 1165, that's a corporate tax return. So that's that form. If you file your regular 1040 or a Schedule C, that's a personal tax return. So also, this is your last year to file 2018. So if you guys are not familiar, you can file up to 3 years with the IRS and get a refund. Okay. So you can file 2018, 2019, this current year, 2020. After this year, if you do not file your taxes or submit them, mail them electronically, whatever, if you do not have it post dated by December 31st, 2021, the IRS will no longer accept the 2018 taxes and you will not get a refund. You forfeit your refund. So those of you who have 2018 taxes and you know you get a refund and you just never filed it, you need to get that in or else that money goes away. So we can electronically file your 18, your 19, and your 20. Most states will not accept it. We can only do federal. Let me stipulate that. We can only do federal usually with most states. Most states only allow you to file within that year electronically. If you try to go back, you have to probably mail in your state forms, but we can electronically file your federal forms, all right, which are usually the most important ones anyway. Text business to that number. So if you guys are on Facebook or any of the platforms, you have to text me. Don't put business or personal finances in the comment. Actually text that phone number business. Text that phone number personal finances. Text that phone number join, family, whatever. It really doesn't matter. But if you are a business owner, I do like to stipulate you all and to put the business in there. So you're texting me, you all. You're texting me to 773-923-1763. And you're texting personal finances or business or class or workshop, whatever that interests you with what I talk about, that's what you should be texting me. Okay. I put it up on Facebook in there in the comments for you all on Facebook. All right. Now let's go back through TikTok. I don't think you guys got any other questions. Can you still write off even if you have zero earnings? So that's a good question. You can still write off even if you didn't have any earnings. What I would suggest though, that you don't make that a habit. Because let's just say this, you could have started the business last year, but because of the pandemic, you could have spent a lot of money to start the business, right? But maybe let's say you couldn't open up, or let's say you couldn't, let's say you couldn't open up because of the pandemic. I had a few friends who started businesses or started companies. And unfortunately, because the city of Chicago shut down a lot of companies, they couldn't physically open, but they spent 20 grand to get it open, right? To build the place out, buy the equipment, whatever. So yes, you can do that. But let me say this. It doesn't really benefit you in the long run to do that and take huge losses without showing any income. One is, once it's filed on the tax return like that, it's filed. So let's say you wanted to go get a business loan next year. If you filed that horrible, huge loss this year, and then most businesses, in order for you to get a business loan, you have to show tax documents. So immediately when they pull your transcripts, they're going to see you took a huge loss. You're not going to get funded for that business. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, yes, you can take write-offs without without necessarily making income in the business. Most businesses take a loss the first 5 years. Most businesses do not see a full profit in business for at least 5 years or more. It does take time to build up. Okay. But you also don't want to be showing a loss on your tax return for 5 years either, because the moment that you try to go look for funding, and all of you do this, you all want to know about loans, but then when it comes to doing the application or the process, and when I ask you for certain documents, like, do you have your profit and loss? Do you have 6 to 12 months worth of bank statements? Do you have financials? You all are like, no, I don't have this, I don't have that. So how do you expect to go get a loan? How are you going to pay the money back if you can't show that you're making any money, you guys? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to be thinking, this is again why we on here. We need finances to be more in order. We need to be talking about finance. We need to be having these conversations in business, because if you don't understand some of the stuff I'm saying, then you're probably one of the ones I'm talking about that's side hustling. You're not really in business, because when you're really in business, it's about the numbers. Nobody cares about nothing else but the numbers. It's the bottom line. It's the numbers. It's what you gross. It's how much money you make. What you gross. What's your gross income? What's your net? Right? So if you can't show that, you're not really in business. You're probably hustling right now or growing. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, to answer your question in a nutshell, yes, it can be done, but I will be very strategic on how I would file that. All right, that was it. No other questions on TikTok after that. I answered all of y'all. All right, YouTube, I'm back on you. I'm out of here in the next 10 minutes. So okay, yeah, girl, because my head has been stuck in this damn taxes. I don't know what's going on with EIDL. I know last week they was doing it. Then they said it may or may not still be open. So I'm so over the SBA with all of this, because we have submitted our reconsideration like 2 times, and I'm sick of them. It's always something. So yeah. Okay, thanks, Queen Adaya, for updating that. So, but I do remember too with the grant, the low income stipulation was there. Like, we couldn't get the grant because of where my office location is. So I think that stipulation is still there with that EIDL grant, as far as you all you still have to be in a low income area, as far as I'm aware of with that. Hi, Malcolm. I know I missed y'all too. I had to take a break. I had a lot going on. I needed to take a mental break. I needed to regroup, and I was launching this academy. So much was going on. So I pretty much took like 6 weeks off. A couple of you have messaged me, so I appreciate you all. Like Xavier hit me up like, hey, you okay? You good? We haven't seen you on YouTube. So I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all, for the ones that were looking for me. But yeah, so sister is back. We back. We on the ground. We on the assignment. I just needed to take that little downtime, but we back. We back. We back. We ready to get you rolling, especially for this upcoming year, because this is about to be a crazy year. Melissa says, I contract out myself as a counselor, and I receive a 1099. I started my business account last year. I also support the homeless population and the elderly community. Do I start an LLC? I only have an EIN. Melissa, you need to do a formal consultation with me, but based off of you saying that you support the homeless population and the elderly community, we need to get more information about that. But you may want to be a non-for-profit versus a LLC, especially if you are doing funding or donating or providing resources and things like that. You may want to actually set up as a non-for-profit. So I need more information. Can't say here today what and how exactly that is. So I would definitely say when I do update everything on this live, or text me again in the community, and then we can get together and I can send you my link. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I gotta look into that, because that literally before I got online, the link was working just fine and not saying nothing about it not being private. Because I actually bought that domain. So like when you go to Bitly, it will say that your link is not private if you want to open up this site. So that was the whole reason for me buying the PatriceLStewart.club. And now you all are getting that. So I'll look into that. And then, like I said, I'll come back and update the detail or the description on the YouTube channel. Or if you get in the text community, I can text you the information by tomorrow. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Andrea, I miss you too on Facebook. She said, "Oh my God, I miss you." I know, y'all. I know. A sister still here. A sister still here. I've just been working. All right, let's see what we got. What we got? Any more questions? Because we're getting ready to wrap on up and get off of here. Those of you who are interested in the box trucking company. So on my TikTok page, I posted about the box trucking business. Y'all have been in my inbox crazy about this box trucking business. So what I decided to do was host a workshop for you. I'm hosting 2 workshops next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. The class is $199, and I will go over in that workshop how you can start your own box trucking company. You do not need a CDL. A lot of people think you have to wait. So let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all be waiting and you never make stuff happen. I'm the type of person, I'm gonna get in where I fit in and I can grow from there. Okay. Some of y'all be waiting and it's money to be made out here. Everybody does not have to be a CDL driver. You can make money making a living as a box truck driver. You can get a box truck. Okay. When I say box truck, like the U-Haul trucks, right? You get a 12-footer, 16-footer, 20-footer, 26-footer, right? You can make money delivering for major companies, major corporations. You can do contracts, independent contracts, right? But there is ways for you to make money. You do not have to be a CDL driver. You do not have to be driving across the country. There are a lot of opportunities locally, right? So what I shared with you all was the particular business that I decided to be a part of. My business partner had this business over 3 years, right? But what he decided to do was hauling and junk removal, right? If you're a man and you got a pickup truck, or you have a box truck and you okay with doing physical work and labor, is money to be made out here. Okay. He built that company up, got a huge following. Of clients within that industry of what we're in. Because like I said, we focus on junk removal. So that's what we do. But you don't have to do junk removal. There's other things that you could do, right? So I go over all of that in the class, because y'all know how I am. Instead of talking individually on here, let's get in the class. Let's hash it out. You answer your questions in the class, and then you go ahead and get set up. But one of the things that we'll be going over in the class is stuff like this. Like I got my B truck plates, right? Because the truck plates that we have are Indiana plates. So I wanted to get everything switched over to Illinois, because we're in Illinois. The truck is in my company name. Okay. Says it right there. You call I haul removing junk removal services LLC. So the truck itself is in the company name. It's not in my personal name. It's not in my partner's name. It's a reason why we do this. I will tell you that again in the class. Okay. So LLC paperwork. We have a formal LLC EIN. There is a reason why everything needs to be set up, right? When you're dealing with these businesses. We also have a certificate of insurance for a $2 million insurance policy, which did not cost a whole lot of money. So this is part of what I was saying with that whole passive income. Some of you all have ideas, but you wait on it because you think you need to get this, this, and this. Instead of waiting on somebody who has a CDL or you going through CDL, this is another way that you could start making money with just by having a box truck or even a pickup truck. So in that class, again, that class is $199. It will be next Saturday and Sunday from 3 to 5 p.m. If you need the direct link to it, then go ahead and text me right here to 773-923-1763. Now, we had a pickup truck, and instead of he grew from the pickup truck, it was time to get a bigger truck. So we ended up doing the box truck, okay? But there's other ways too. If you don't want to do a formal box truck, there's, I'll go over all that in class. I'm not going to get into that tonight. But that's the reason why I'm doing a workshop. And we do talk about other ways of passive income. So if you join Boost Your Mindset Academy, Boost Your Mindset Academy is a monthly membership academy that I have, and we have an array of topics in there, right? So when you join the Boost Your Mindset Academy, I have personal finance classes as well as business classes. That S Corporation class that I was selling for $200 is in that membership, okay? The membership is only $30 a month. It's probably the cheapest finance membership y'all will ever see on the internet. I don't think nobody else's program is lower than that. And you're learning business and personal. All right. So get in tune. Come on, hit that text message and get in tune. Because as much as I love to get on here for free, I do pay workshops, but there's a reason for the paid workshops, because you're going to get so much information. Okay. And then I'm gonna need you to go and implement it after you get this information, because that's what another y'all do too. You get the info, then you sit on it. All right. So we are also working on that, on helping you, do some of this implementation, because I know it's a lot. And that's another reason why the whole group, I'm doing the business coaching program, because as a group, sometimes you need accountability. Sometimes you need a partner to check on you every week and say, hey, you had homework last week. Did you do your homework? What's going on? Where you at? You get what I'm saying? So that's more where I'm at. I'm trying to be an accountability partner, a factor for a lot of you all in business, because you need to win. You need to win. And you need to have like-minded people around you that's doing it, that's already done it, that can show you how to do it and get it done quicker. All right. But that's it. Let me see. We getting out of here tonight. Oh, yes, 9:20. I got to go. So let me look. Facebook again, I will come back and update the proper link, because there's something going on with my link right now that everybody keeps telling me. So I'll come back on and add that. And then exactly. Who is this? Miss Thickness. Exactly. When you are not because not having a business background, all of this stuff seems overwhelming. I know that. That's the reason why I'm saying that. Hey, Davina. Okay, and I know that. I've been there, done that. I was y'all. You get what I'm saying? I started my company in 2008. All right, I'm 40 years old right now. I've been doing this since 2008. All right. I've been completely self-employed since 2013, the last 8 years, where I didn't have a 9-to-5 helping me out. So I understand that. I understand that most of us, especially in our communities, we're not taught business. We're not taught finances. We're not taught credit. We're not taught money management. We're not really taught financial literacy, right? So I completely understand that, which is, again, why I'm here, which is why I did the Boost Your Mindset Academy, to educate you on financial literacy topics, as well as passive income, right? Because you can have a 9-to-5 and you could still learn another business. You could still learn how to make some money outside of your 9-to-5, right? So that is the whole reason why, I'm doing this, because I understand that. I understand that many of us are first generation entrepreneurs, and it's overwhelming. And you're not going to know that you should have your articles of organization, that you should put your business company card in your company name. You get what I'm saying? I know you're not going to know all of that stuff because it's new to you, but you need somebody that's on here telling you in telling you, hey, come on, you can do this. Let's roll. Let's go. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to be your little motivation pusher today. Okay. Hey, Miss Jade. Eliza says, is Boost Your Mindset Academy a part of the TaxCred Academy? No, Boost Your Mindset Academy is completely separate from the TaxCred Academy. TaxCred Academy this is my office, strictly taxes and business consulting. That's what that is, right? The Boost Your Mindset Academy is literally my new baby. Right? Literally my new baby that I have been working on for over 3 years with this idea, what I want to do, what I want to push out for you all. But the Boost Your Mindset Academy is completely separate. It's billed separate. It has a whole separate email and everything. But with that is really for me to empower you with through financial literacy topics. But instead of doing it originally, I was going to do a business academy, and then a personal finance academy. But with talking with my VA and my marketing manager, we all decided, you know what, this is something that people need. So some of you may want to know personal finances, but some of you may want to start a business. So instead of having you pay for 2 separate memberships, we decided to roll everything into one program. So that's why it's called Boost Your Mindset Academy. You're going to learn personal finances and you're going to learn business. Because if you haven't heard me or you new to me here, you will hear this all the time from me. I need you all to know and understand that in this country, you will not make it off of a 9 to 5. It's the system is set up and rigged for you to work a 9 to 5 where you cannot get out of it, where it will not make you rich, where it will not make you wealthy. So you have to know where to put your money into these different pots, whether it's business, whether it's investing, whether it's passive income, whether it's cryptocurrency. Okay. You have to learn to put your money into these pots to help build your wealth, to help leave a legacy for your kids. And also, the biggest thing that Black people, and I don't want to just say Black people because every nationality, but y'all know how I am when it comes to the African American race, because we do lack a lot financially, and we know it's not all on us. Okay. We know a lot of this system is rigged up and separates us from stuff, right? So the other part of that is a lot of you all are not taking advantage of insurance products. So I have a gentleman that I met out of LA. I really, really like this brother because he is education like me. But he teaches it on a whole nother other level on the financial aspect of insurance. If you have never heard of universal life insurance, which is a cash-based policy, this is how the rich and the wealthy maneuver. Okay, I'm gonna be interviewing him. That's why I like Boost Your Mindset Academy. Boost Your Mindset Academy. We're gonna be interviewing other business owners, other people in finance, so that you all can really learn this. All I do is the taxes. I don't do trust. I don't do estates. I don't do life insurance. But I got people that I'm bringing in that's gonna teach you and educate you on that. You get what I'm saying? But it's so much stuff out here in this country that instead of buying cars, clothes, and rims, the Louis and the Gucci, I need everybody to get out of that mindset. Like, that is my goal, to switch the mindset and the mentality of thinking that wealth is worn on you. Wealth is not worn on you. Just because you have a Gucci bag or a Louis bag or some red bottoms and you broke and you don't have no money in the bank, you don't have no savings account, you are not winning. You're not. If you grown and you over 30 and that's all you do is have a bunch of clothes and bags in the closet, but you don't have no real money in the bank, you don't have a life insurance policy, you don't have an emergency fund, you're not grown. You being a kid. I'm going to keep it real and keep it honest. It is what it is. All right. But if someone said, hey, did you know that if you put $100 a month in here, that in less than 20 years, you can have $300,000 because your interest rate, you getting an index interest rate versus a standard banking interest rate. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you learn stuff like this, or you have somebody that's empowering you or showing you, like Earn Your Leisure. I like Earn Your Leisure. I mean, we all had the same idea. They just took it and ran with it. They are a great group to follow and listen to some of those people, right? But that's the whole point of it, is being education, being empowered financially. Nothing is better in life than being empowered financially. If you are living check to check and something happens tomorrow and you cannot afford $100 or $200 or your car break down, but y'all dressed in Gucci and gold, your priorities is messed up. Because unfortunately with us, they have, like Kanye said the old Kanye, they have taught you to hate yourself and love their wealth. So a lot of you all think, oh, I got a LV bag, I got an MCM bag, I got this, I got that, and you really don't got shit, because a bag don't make nothing. Can I bury you in that bag? Is that bag gonna pay for your funeral if you die tomorrow? If we doing GoFundMe around here for you, you're not winning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, because somebody needs to tell you, if you didn't know. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay for you to be out here flossing in bags and jewelry, and you don't really have no real wealth. It's ignorant. It is. And that's what I want to change. That's what I'm tired of seeing. Even the so-called celebrities who y'all like, because let me also say this before I get off. Most of y'all who follow the reality TV so-called celebrities, they post that shit all day, every day. Chanel bag, Louis bag, red bottoms, like, a Wraith or a Land Rover. Like, standing in front of that shit means something. It don't. It means nothing. Majority of like the real celebrities, like Denzel Washington, Sanaa Lathan, Regina, what's her last name? But like who I consider real celebrities. Like when I say celebrity, I feel like actors and actresses and entertainers and the Beyoncés. These reality TV people are not celebrities, because majority of them are making their money from selling an image to y'all and y'all buying into it. All right. But that's what I'm saying. Even for you ladies, I tell you that all the time. If you go get your body done, but you don't have no money in the bank, or you come back to the hood broke, but you got a body, your mindset, baby, you whack. That shit ain't cute. You got a body, but you broke. What you bringing to the table besides some titties and ass? Ladies, I'm need you to really, ladies, I'm really talking to y'all. Some of y'all. All right. But the same way go for the brothers. Because if you walking around with a Gucci bag or an MCM bag, and dude, you ain't taking care of your kids. You don't have a car. You don't have a pot to piss in. You don't have a place to lay your head at. But you in Gucci and gold, you not winning, dude. You're not winning. You're not winning in life. You're not. You're not. You're not. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You are not winning in life. And that is the image that I want to change in our community. I want to change that, because people think that credit is something to be played with. Credit changed my life when I got let go from the bank. And I didn't have that savings account. I didn't have all that stuff. Everything I say to y'all, I also been there, done that. That's why I'm not talking down to you. Don't take it as me talking down to you. Listen to what I'm saying, because people get offended because you're not listening. Some of y'all here to automatically respond back. Some of y'all need to just listen and shut your mouth and not be ready to always have a comeback and respond back. If you listen and you actually think about what I'm saying, you'll hear clearly. I'm not talking down to you. I'm educating you because I want you to be better. I don't want you calling me for no GoFundMe, because you should have a life insurance policy for your son, especially if you know he in the street. Ladies, and y'all got a hood booger, you know your baby daddy is a gangbanger and want to be out here in these streets, you need to have life insurance on him, boo. If he don't want to pay for it for himself, then you need to be making that monthly payment every month, because at least when he do get shot, you can get $100,000 check, a $200,000 check, a $300,000 check. Then you could take care of you and your kids. You go buy you a crib. You could do some stuff then. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. You just got to channel that energy and refocus your mindset. And y'all got to get out of trying to keep up with the Joneses, because the Joneses is broke. They've been broke for hundreds of years. Okay? But I tell y'all all the time, this is my uniform. I'm book smart and street smart. This is my uniform. I don't wear labels. That's my preference. Now, I got talked about as a kid that I didn't have nothing, that we was broke, that I wore the same clothes, but I'm good. I'm not asking nobody for no money. If something happened to my mama, she getting buried. If something happened to me, ain't nobody got to come pay for my funeral. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Is you really good, or is you fake flossing? Because let's get off the fake and let's become real around here again. Because I'm so sick of some of y'all. Some of y'all fake as hell. Y'all don't even notice the real no more. Like, y'all think me being real is hurting you. That's just because you so used to the fake and the phony. You don't have nobody to keep it real with you. That was the first thing I said when I got on here. I'm the realist tax and business strategist that you will ever meet. You will never meet another person like me. Never. Never. Why? It's too many reasons for me to say why. Right? But the main thing is, I want to change your mindset. I want to boost your mindset. That's why I named my program Boost Your Mindset Academy. Because when you come in, you're gonna be like, damn, Patrice, damn, you right. Ugh, I can't stand you, but you get on my nerve, but you right. That's it. That's the most you gonna say. I done had chicks walk in, can't stand me, wanna leave, but let me get 5-10 minutes with you. Oh, best believe. They went from I don't like her to damn, she keep it real though. You ain't gotta like me. I ain't here for you to like me. I ain't here for you to like me. That's not what I'm here for. That's not my assignment. We ain't here to be friends. I'm here to educate you. I'm here to make you think bigger. I'm here to make you be who you supposed to be. Some of y'all is being real mediocre around here. Real mediocre. God ain't put you on this earth to be mediocre. So I got to give you that little pump. I got to talk to you like the cousin. All right? But we need some lands around here. We need deeds. Like they say, assets over liability. We ain't buying Birkins. We buying deeds around here. Y'all see some people starting to understand. You see Ari. She done went and bought that boy money bag, all that land, because she finally understand and get it. Let me put some of this money to use instead of buying bags and Birkins and dumbass clothes all day. What my kids finna have? If you die tomorrow, what y'all kids got? Ask yourself that question. If you die tomorrow, what are you leaving your kids? What legacy are you leaving your kids? Because we all think we got next week. We all think we got next month. We all think we got Christmas. We don't know when our end date is. Your end date could be tomorrow. Are you prepared? Have you prepared your kids to take over your company? To know where your bank accounts are? Do you have a list of your bank accounts? Do you have a list of your passwords? Do you have a child that you could trust with that information and say, hey, when mama died, I left the trust. Here go the information. Here go the attorney to call. If you don't, then that's what I'm on here for. If you don't, then that's what I'm on here for. Okay? Need y'all to be better and stop wasting your money on labels that don't give a shit about you, that will never come to your aid, never come to your community, never come to your hood. But all y'all thinking that you doing something because you done took a picture in front of the Chanel store, or you got a Chanel bag, or you got a Louis bag, or you got an MCM bag. You think you somebody. Baby, bye. Baby, bye. Baby, bye. Okay? Especially if you grown. Y'all youngins out here, okay, we ain't talking to you. I'm talking to y'all 30 and up. If you 30 and up and you still thinking that it's a fad and it's cool to look like you got some money but don't really got no money, I need you to grow up. I need you to come on, join the academy. Let's get your mindset boosted. All right, let's get you some education. Because, baby, that ain't no good look. I'm here to tell you. If ain't nobody here to tell you, I'm here to tell you. It ain't no good look. All right, I got to go. Tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Thursday. I will be back on tomorrow. Probably around the same time in the evening. The evening is better for me because the daytime is crazy. Okay? The daytime is crazy. Again, we got tax deadline. Y'all got about 2-3 more days, right? Now, again, I told y'all can still file. But again, if you came late, go back through, fast forward, whatever you need to do. I have been on here about an hour or a little more. And that's it. If you want to get in my community, you want to stay tuned, you want to stay with what I'm doing, turn these notifications on, and get in my VIP text community. 773-923-1763. Box trucking class. Next Saturday and Sunday, $199. Business boot camp is $1,500, but it's the best $1,500 investment you're going to make. All right. That's November 10th through the 13th. If you are interested in any of those things, if you are interested in the Boost Your Mindset Academy, that's a monthly $29 a month program. $29, you have immediate access to 4 courses. The first 4 courses in there is Budgeting 101. Learn to budget. How y'all know how much money y'all got if y'all don't know what's coming in and what's going out? So you got to know and understand what your income is and what your expenses are, and then what you have to work with at the end. Okay. A budget will help you with that. You got Budgeting 101 class in there. We have the cryptocurrency class. Somebody asked about that. I'm not sure when I'm going to do another cryptocurrency class, but I have one in the Boost Your Mindset Academy, which is the introduction to cryptocurrency. We give you websites. We give you resources on how to start learning crypto, how to start investing in crypto. We even gave you two sites that you can play around with it, right? You can it's like a mock site where you can invest in coin, but you're not really investing it. So that way you can kind of get the hang of it, learning the candles, learning the different graphs in stock and crypto, right? So that's what's in that class. I will be interviewing some people coming soon. We have been reaching out to some people. But that intro to crypto is in that Boost Your Mindset Academy. That's the personal finance side. On the business side, I have that SCorp versus corporation versus LLC class. That's in the academy. And then I also have how to write your vehicle off as a business expense. So in that class, I talk to you all again about why when I have companies, I put my company on the registration, right? I don't own anything personally. My house that I live in is owned by my company. My car that I drive is owned by my company. I don't personally own anything. There's a reason to that. I teach you that in that class, okay? So those are the 4 courses that you have access to for only $30. Or you could buy the 6-month plan, or you could pay for it for the whole year. But $30 a month. Every month I release new content. Like this upcoming week, you all will get 2 new videos, one for personal finance, one for business. We also have a private Facebook group. We'll be eventually transitioning off of Facebook for now for the group. But for now, that's where we are. All right. Again, text me if you want to get in any of that, any of the classes, any of the, if you want to get in the academy, let me know. And then I will come back on later on tonight or in the morning once these links are fixed and update the details in this video and in Facebook. But TikTok, you all text me to get in tune. Get in tune, tap in, family, let's roll. Who ready to grow? Who ready to make some money? Who ready to leave something for their kids? I don't have no kids. And I'll be telling y'all all the time, who in the hell I'm going to leave all this stuff to? My little brother or my nephew. So those of y'all who got kids, I need y'all to really tap in. Because what we not going to do is leave Black kids in debt. Okay? Black kids need to start having some deeds, some life insurance policies, and some businesses. All right? Yes, I'm a rich auntie. I'm rich auntie too, Queen Dara. Okay? Not rich all the way yet. We getting there. All right? But I'm speaking it into existence. I'm going to be the rich auntie coming to. TikTok, you say, what's the number? 773-923-1763. 773-923-1763. Text me there, and then I will communicate with you all. You all, there are over 1,200 of us in that text community. So allow me a chance. If you message me, don't send me the message 2 and 3 times. I got your message probably the first time, but I personally go through and respond to all of you all. So just give me a moment. If it take me a minute, if it's more than a day, then just understand I'm in the middle of tax season. We ending. I got regular clients. I got this damn trucking company. Okay, so it's other stuff in there. So I just want y'all to know it's me that you texting. It's not my staff. It's me. So I answer everybody personally. Just give me time to respond. That's it. I'm out because I keep talking. Y'all know how I am. I love y'all. I'm back. Tap in. Let's get in tune. I will see y'all soon. Tomorrow. All right. I'm going to get off Facebook first. Facebook, we ending you first. Because YouTube and TikTok is my biggest platforms. Which I don't know where I've been at under a rock all these years, because YouTube and TikTok, y'all is like, what's up? I love coming here. Y'all are actually serious about business and wanting to learn business. I've been on Facebook for 10 years, and then people just want to gossip and play games all day. But when I come on YouTube, and TikTok, y'all don't be playing. Y'all be ready. Okay, so we off of Facebook. I did before I hang. I do go through my comments for YouTube though, because y'all, I have neglected y'all. Just want to make sure that I kind of went through everybody. I try to get through all your comments. I don't always do it. So, but tonight, since I haven't been on here in so long, I do just kind of want to go through and make sure that I responded to the majority of you all. I like that. Yesterday's price is not today's price, baby. Come on. That was the funniest video ever that Joey did. Basically, try before you walk and start talking before you run the shot. Yes, shalom. Will you be having another class on Bitcoin crypto? Okay, right. That's the lady who I saw. So soon, Barbara, if you still here, soon. I'm not the crypto expert, but I did have someone come in who was, an expert way more than me. He's been doing this like the last 5 to 6 years when everything first started. So I do plan on doing another class. I'm gonna get a different person to come in though, but not immediately. But like I said, that class is available in the Boost Your Mindset Academy. TikTok, I'm still gonna come back to y'all too. No, I mean, they still will technically. They haven't put like a limit. That's not true as far as them putting a 2-year limit on you filing a loss out of the 7 years. They definitely will consider your business a hobby if you file a consecutive loss for 5 years. But that is the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, filing those losses are not the best, especially if your goal long term is to get business funding or loans, because they're going to look at that. So how are you going to get a loan if you are showing a negative income? You get what I mean? So that was the whole reason why a lot of people got denied originally with that PPP. People who had a negative net income did not get the money last year. They had to come and change the law to allow those business owners who had a negative Schedule C to then be able to apply for that PPP. But that's how business works. I mean, if you're a lender and you want to loan somebody some money, you want to make sure that the person can pay the money back. You're not going to give the money to somebody who got a net loss, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's the biggest thing. I sell mine. eBay collects their payments through PayPal. So anything over $600 that's going between your PayPal and your going through your PayPal account, then yes, the IRS will be looking, not necessarily coming for you directly, but they will be, they'll be notified because they're asking the banks to do that. As head of household, should I have Fed tax coming out? Yes. It's, JB, you say if you are head of household, should you have federal taxes coming out? Yes. Because what I'm gonna do a whole nother class on just the taxes alone, but I'm gonna go over earned income with you all this upcoming week. Once this deadline week is over with, once I get past deadline week, I got a class for y'all every day, and majority of these are free. But I'm gonna start being on Zoom and then coming on here. But pretty much I'm going to be going over that with you as far as what is earned income, what is child tax credit, what's the breakdown. For those of you that are W-2 wage earners and you don't have federal taxes taken out, I'm doing a whole workshop on that alone, because that's one of the biggest things that we see, and it affects your income tax refund drastically when you don't have federal taxes taken out versus when you do, right? So we need to go over that and break that down a little bit. So yeah, I would say yes, you should have federal taxes taken out if you are a W-2 wage earner. You have until October 15th to file 20. Right. Okay, the rest of these y'all agreeing with me. So Candy Shop, are you still on here? You say the secured card, does that require a hard inquiry? Most of the time when you are applying for credit cards, yes, you still will get a hard inquiry. Sometimes it'll be on one bureau versus all three bureaus, but you'll still more than likely get a hard inquiry. But you didn't say what secured card. Are you talking about the one that's on my site? Or are you just talking about a different secure card, period? Let me know if you're still on here. You apply for your LLC and the IRS says you have to wait 3 or more months before you get a response because you are not a citizen. Okay, I was just about to say, why are you waiting 3 months for an LLC response? But that makes sense because you're not a citizen. Rosalind, what can you do before it comes? It's not really a whole lot for you to do until you get that LLC formal paperwork. I mean, you could start trying to build business credit and opening up net 30 accounts, but usually they want to see that LLC paperwork on file, or else you'll be applying as a sole proprietor. So it's probably better to wait on that paperwork, but I mean, at minimum, you could start opening accounts and seeing if they'll give it to you without the paperwork. You can also, and then if you're waiting on your EIN too, I don't know if you're waiting on that. You said you applied for your LLC, but you didn't say if you had your EIN or not. But you really need all three of those, plus your business address, your phone number, your email, before you can really start doing, I would say, doing some real stuff. That's what I need. Accountability. Thank you all for the information you share. How do you deal with family that's hard-headed? I don't, Queen Dara. I don't deal with family that's hard-headed. I don't really deal with my family. I have a huge family on my mother's side, huge. And I don't deal with them. I don't have time to deal with hard-headed people. I'm too busy running these businesses. I don't have time to make nobody do nothing. I'm gonna give you this information. I'm gonna lead you to the water. It's up to you to drink it. But I'm not here to force you to drink it or drown you. That ain't what I'm here for. So yeah, I don't have time for hard-headed people. I move on to the next. I move on and push into people like y'all who want to learn. I pour my energy into that, not people who don't want to learn. You'll be wasting your time. and you'll be losing energy. So those people will be draining you, and yeah, it's a whole waste of time. So you just let them go. You let them do them. If and when they come around, they will, or they'll just watch from the sidelines. All of y'all got, a couple of y'all got this cryptocurrency class up. So get in the membership. It's in there. Let's see. I'm working on exit strategy for my 9 to 5. My business brings in more money than my full-time job. That's how you know when it's ready to go. If your side hustle is bringing in more than your full-time job, then that's when you know you got a business. I'm just wanting to pay off all my debt before I take that leap. Drink more water. Let me tell you something. The biggest misconstrued, I don't even know, I'm not even saying that right. The most misconstrued myth, let's say that, in this country is debt. And that's what we're going to talk about all of that. But Dr. Lynn Richardson has said something like that, and I got to go because my appointment, I got him. Dr. Lynn Richardson said that Black people think that bankruptcy and debt is the worst thing, and it's not. It's actually one of the best things. Debt is nothing but other people's money. And if you know how to utilize that debt properly to make you more money, you'll be good. So there's nothing wrong with having debt. So like you one of the people I'm talking about, that you waiting on something that you really ain't got to be waiting for. Like if the money is there and you making the money, it's time to go. I wouldn't say wait till you pay off all your debt, because you're missing out on money. That money from that business can be paying off your debt, but you're going to hold off and not start the business to pay off your debt. No. Come on, we're going to get you on and boost that mindset. All right, I think that's it. Everybody else, y'all got comments, speak it, bank interest, CD rates, real drip drop. Okay, yep, y'all agreeing with me. All right, come on, somebody, facts. Y'all are hilarious. I never always felt like an alien or the outsider. You felt like an outsider. Hey, I'm the so-called black sheep of my family too, girl. Bye. We ain't no outsider. When you think different, you move different. And everybody not gonna get that. And that's why I said, especially if you come from a black family. My family called me stuck up. Like, how in the hell can you be stuck up for wanting more in life? That don't make no sense. So you're not the alien. You're not the black sheep. You're just the one that's going to break the generational curses. That's all. And our assignment and our warfare is always heavier when you're trying to make a change, especially in a family or a whole community. So that's it. You just got to get around other aliens and black sheep like yourself. That's all, the candy shop. Come on in around another alien, baby, because I'm definitely an alien out here. Thank you, Miss Mac. Miss Mac, you welcome, baby. Okay, I got to go to TikTok now. I read all y'all comments on YouTube. It is hurtful, Candy. It's hurtful, but you'll get over it. I'm 40. I have been dealing with that from my family since I was a kid. Very early on, I was different. Very early on, I was different. They used to talk about how I speak, how I talk, like as they say, talk white, but we know that that's not that. You'll get used to it. You get used to it. Don't take it personal. I'm gonna just say that. Majority of stuff that people do to you, is not personal. It's really on them. And it's really just because they don't have their own self-love and they don't see the value. Most people do not value themselves. So it's very hard for them to value you. So don't take it so personal. Try not to take it so personal. I don't know you and your family and how close you are. Like I said, I'm my mom's only child. I have siblings. And my half siblings stay out of state. So I had a whole lot of cousins, right? I got like 80 cousins, right? And so that, with them, they think I think I'm all that. And I never come off that way. But when you are around people who don't think better of themselves, then how are they going to, you know what I'm saying? So don't take it personal. It's not really against you. It's their own insecurities. That's what I've learned at being 40, right? It's their own insecurities. It has nothing to do with you. So you just got to partner up with people who think like you, like-minded, and stay positive. Okay. Sunshine, you say, how can you hire me to do your taxes? Baby, you better come on, because I ain't doing them out after next week. um, you can, my link, they said, is not working for some reason right now. I gotta go and check that out. But the link in my profile picture takes you to my booking site where I have tax consultations on there. Or you can text me real quick and let me know that you want to do a tax appointment. I do work with clients in all 50 states. So you can send me a text to 773-923-1763 and let me know there that you want to set up a tax appointment virtually, and then we could go from there. You say, I'm just looking to become part of your trucking course. Okay, Fireflight. So I didn't do that for y'all tonight. I'll send the link out. I have a course. I have the course already out. The class is $199. It's next Saturday and Sunday. So I have 2 different dates. So people can join on Saturday or people can join on Sunday. So it's 2 different workshops. It's $199. The link that I have, I will send it to you. If you want to text me, you could text me box truck. And then that way I know that you want to take the class next week. You can send me the text to 773-923-1763. Yeah, okay. I answered that one. Okay. Okay, the rest of y'all, I answered all y'all on TikTok. Okay, we done. I went over everything with everybody. I didn't want to miss y'all because, like I said, y'all my 2 biggest platforms is YouTube and TikTok. I've built a community with you all in these last 9 months. I've only been here since January. And I have built a huge community and following with you all in the last 10 years on Facebook. That's why I say it's mindset. I had to get off from over there and get over here. Because over here, y'all ready. Y'all ready for this change. So let's roll. Text me 773-923-1763. Watch the replay. Fast forward. Do whatever you need to do. I'll be back on tomorrow to update you on another topic. But that's it. Have a great night. I will see y'all soon. All right, I'm finally out, V.